Greetings, everyone. I was hoping to take this video back at where it all began. Not so much where I was born, but where I received much what we're going to talk about in our verse for today. Our verse that we're talking about today is from Proverbs chapter 17, verse 10, that says, "A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool." And believe me, I received quite a few stripes in my days, but not as many as my brothers. I learned a lot from them growing up of what to do and what not to do. Well, a couple words we want to look at in our verse today, and that is reproof. Reproof means a chiding, an expression of blame or disapproval. It's like what you did wrong. When you do something wrong, maybe it's your home, maybe it's at church, maybe it's at school, but you did a wrong action, so someone corrects you and lets you know what you did. And you know what, I've been there and I've done that, and probably most of us had. And so that's what a reproof is. Now, on the other hand, this word's not in here, but the principle is, and that word is correction. Correction, on the other hand, is paying the consequences of what you did wrong. Okay, a lot of times we're told what we did wrong, but then there's a lot of times that because we knew that it was wrong, that we had to pay the consequences. And that's what we see here in this verse. In this verse also we see two characters of people. One's the wise and one is the fool. And we've looked at that many times during our lessons here in the book of Proverbs. And so the wise and the fool talked about their wrongdoing. The wise was told what they did wrong, and here the foolish was receiving correction for what they did wrong. And here our verse says this: "A reproof entereth more into a wise." Okay, a reproof entereth. Where is that reproof entering? Well, that reproof entering into a wise man is into their heart. Okay, it's into their beings. It's entering into where that they knew something was wrong. They realized it was a mistake and they would not do it again. And why would do that? Because they were the wise man. And here we're talking about the fool. When they've heard and learned about their wrongdoing, they are receiving correction. Now, this verse tells us this: "A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool." And so here we see that the wise person, the wise man, wise lady, wise child, whenever they are told about something that they've done wrong, they're going to learn from it one time more than the fool, which has to receive 100 stripes. Now, let me ask you a question. How many stripes would it take you to receive before you quit doing it? And see, that's the difference between a wise person and a foolish person. How many times have we been reproved for our actions but we continue to do them? You know, we do not turn from them. And that's the difference between the wise and the foolish. A foolish person will do it over and over again. I'm not talking about picking up your socks and taking out the trash. I'm talking about what we do what is wrong in our actions, the way we speak to others with a choice of our words, the actions that we do, okay? The things in our life. That's what we're talking about being reproved from it and receiving correction from those areas in our life. And so let me read this Bible verse here for you in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. It says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life." The way of life, that's the way of life. We are continually going to learn, be reproved, whether it's at church, whether it's at work, whether it's at school, with friends. We're going to be reproved. It's just a way of life. And the Bible, one way that comes through is the Word of God, okay? When we learn, we hear. Now the difference between the wise and the foolish is the wise is going to take that knowledge that they've learned, and they're going to put it into their life, so they do not have to go to receive those 100 stripes like the foolish person has. Well, you have a great day, my friend. I hope that this has helped you. Let's keep praying one for another, and God bless you all. And remember, we are another day closer. Talk to you later.